Going to have to take them. So, yep, that's the one. Wait, what? No, I did not hit that. Oh, one. Complete the home base stone shield. Okay. I guess I'll do that.
All right. Here are 10 weird yet simple habits that'll help you live longer. You know, health-conscious people have a long list of do's and don'ts that they abide by strictly. And I get it. We all want to take care of our body, so it'll serve us longer. But depriving yourself of life's little pleasures, like a big greasy burger or a honey-glazed donut, can often set you up for failure. I mean, the temptation is just too much. Well, the good news is, you can take care of yourself without giving up the things you love. All you gotta do to extend your life is to change your daily habits. But today's list of healthy habits is a little on the, odd side. Are you ready to find out about how going to bed with wet socks on is actually good for you? Well, just keep on watching. Before we get started, be sure to click the subscribe button and turn on the little notification bell for your
I'll never have wet socks on my feet.
On the bright side of life.
That's just nana.
Now, counting down from number 10. Sleep between 10 p.m. and 6 a.m. Sorry night owls, but Chinese doctors have created a whole system that explains why sleeping from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. is better if you want to live longer. You see, each of our internal organs has a specific schedule of when it's cleared or restored. This takes the meaning of internal clock to a whole new level. For example, the immune system fights viruses and removes toxins from the body from 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. The liver restores itself from 11 p.m. to 1 a.m. and the lungs get cleared from 3 a.m. to 5 a.m. That's why we can have a slight cough during this time period. Not to mention, the bowels get cleaned closer to the morning from 5 a.m. to 7 a.m. For your body to do all this maintenance work at top efficiency, it needs you to be off in dreamland. Oh, sorry. Number 9. Ignore public opinion. You know by now that the internet is full of bashers and trolls that completely lack respect or common human decency.
We're ready to expand again.
Online anonymity. They'll spew out hatred, name-calling, and close-minded judgment of other people's appearance, personal opinions, or interests and actions. Scientists from the Department of Psychology at Wilson College in Massachusetts claim that ignoring what others think of you, whether in real life or online, can help you live longer. When we think about the reactions of the people around us, we're more restrained or nervous and less of our true selves. Putting on this show basically robs you of happiness. And as scientists have proven, an unhappy person lives a shorter life. Which means that the trolls will likely die before you do. Ah, sweet revenge. Oops, did I say that? Sorry. Number 8, sunbathing. Needs 600 IU, or 15 micrograms, of vitamin D daily, and sunlight is the best source of it. But do you get enough of the sunshine vitamin every day? If not, you might want to get outside on a sunny day more often. Vitamin D not only helps fight depression, which actually leads to a number of physical illnesses, It also decreases your risk of developing diabetes. In a major 2016 study, biochemists found that people who get enough sun are 67% less prone to developing any kind of cancer than those who are vitamin D deficient. When is the best and safest time to soak in the sun? According to Dr. Michael Olick of the Boston University Medical Science, the ideal window time for unprotected sun exposure is between 10 a.m. and 3 p.m. and only for 10 to 15 minutes. If you go beyond that, you're at risk for getting sunburn, eye damage, heat stroke, or even worse, skin cancer. So, a little sun goes a long way. Number 7, brush your teeth less. Whoa, hold the phone. We've been told since childhood that we should brush our teeth after every meal. But it seems the doctor's orders, I guess the dentist's orders, have been changed. President of the Academy of General Dentistry, Dr. Howard Gamble, explains that excessive brushing may harm your teeth. Plus, based on the results of a study conducted at Germany's Georg August University, researchers recommend waiting at least 30 minutes to brush your teeth after a meal. Otherwise, you can do real damage to your teeth's enamel surface. As for rinsing your mouth out or using mouthwash, the UK's National Health Service has some tips on that too. They advise that you shouldn't rinse right after brushing. First, spit out any excess toothpaste, and then rinse with water. The same goes for mouthwash. Don't use it immediately after brushing your teeth either, because it can wash away the cavity-fighting fluoride residue left on your teeth by your toothpaste. Wow, I'm going to have to write that all out. Number 6, eat more tomatoes, or if you like, tomatoes. Scientists from Tufts University in Boston conducted a major 11-year research project involving 5,000 participants on the health benefits of eating tomatoes. They came to the conclusion that including tomatoes in your diet can decrease your risk of developing cardiovascular disease by 26%. According to these experts, it's all because of an antioxidant found in tomatoes called lycopene. It's the very thing that gives the vegetable its red color. That's why adding a slice of tomato to your morning sandwich is definitely a good habit to develop. Add a tomato to your Number 5, ditch the alarm clock. Now you're jumping for joy. Instead of smashing that pesky alarm clock to pieces, eh? Hey, you've got science on your side on this one. Japanese researchers from Niigata University's School of Medicine found that people, especially those with high blood pressure, have a higher risk for having a heart attack from an abrupt, loud noise. Moreover, such sharp noises really take a toll on your nervous system. So, along with your annoying alarm clock, get rid of that whistling tea kettle, any sort of timers, alarms, or other noisemakers. But wait, you told me I had to get up at 6 a.m. I did. How the heck can I pull that feat off without an alarm clock? Yeah, this is definitely the hardest part. Waking up naturally without being woken up by that buzzer. The National Sleep Foundation suggests training your circadian rhythm to fall asleep and wake up at the right time. It does take a while, but your body will adjust. Just give it time. Number 4, eat bread crust. Oh, did you always have your mom or dad cut the crust off your sandwiches? Oh, you still do? Uh-oh. Biochemists from the Institute of Human Nutrition and Food Science in Kiel, Germany, strongly recommend eating the bread's crust. And that's because it's full of antioxidants that clean out your system and prevent the development of colon cancer. The head of the research, Dr. Thomas Hoffman, explains that his team noticed how there were 8 times more antioxidants in the crust itself versus the rest of the loaf. So, eat that whole slice of bread, crust and all. Number 3, don't touch cigarettes. Now, I'm sure you know not to smoke these nasty things, but did you know you shouldn't even touch cigarettes either? According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, not only is it dangerous to inhale tobacco, whether you're smoking it yourself or secondhand, touching it can be harmful as well. That's due to the fact that while it's growing, the tobacco plant actively absorbs radioactive elements used in agriculture, such as polonium-210, lead-210, and radium. And these dangerous chemicals remain inside the plant even after the drying process, which means they're still present in cigarettes. Although the doses are extremely small, they can still get into the human body through physical contact. Number 2, dance. Looks like laughter isn't the only best medicine. Scientists in France say that learning to dance is also an effective way to prolong your lifespan. They found that the best dance to help you have a long life is salsa. It strengthens your bones, improves lung function and blood circulation, and even helps you cope with asthma. Plus, it's just flat out groovy. Any other active or joyful dancing will work too. The main thing is to keep your body moving and your spirits up. So, sway to the beat and let your worries melt away. Number 1, put on wet socks overnight.
We used to gather in crowd arenas. Now we watch March Madness while stuck in crystals. Loser. Jerk. Or shoved in mail case. Right below with a DVD replay while trying not to wake the baby. Enough! Let's make our Manchester's proud and follow the tribe to B-dubs. So we can fill our beers, crush all the wings, and pound every single game. You want madness? That's March Madness. Buffalo Wild Wings.
Managing my type 2 diabetes wasn't my top priority until I held her. I found my Traceba reason. Now I'm doing more to lower my A1C. Once daily Traceba controls blood sugar for 24 hours for powerful A1C reduction.
Traceba is a long-acting insulin used to control high blood sugar in adults with diabetes. Don't use Traceba to treat diabetic ketoacidosis during episodes of low blood sugar or if you are allergic to any of its ingredients. Don't share needles, syringes, or insulin pens. Don't reuse needles or syringes. The most common side effect is low blood sugar, which may cause dizziness, sweating, confusion, and headache. Check your blood sugar. Low blood sugar can be serious and may be life-threatening. Injection site reactions may occur. Tell your prescriber about all medicines you take and all your medical conditions. Taking TZDs with insulins like Traceba may cause serious side effects like heart failure. Your insulin dose should be changed without asking your prescriber. Get medical help right away if you have trouble breathing, fast heartbeat, extreme drowsiness, swelling of your face, tongue, or throat, dizziness, or confusion.
I found my Traceba reason. Find yours.
Ask your diabetes care specialist about Traceba.
All right, the moment you've all been waiting for, wet socks for bedtime. Yes, wearing wet socks to bed has tons of health benefits. According to Katie Carrazzo, a Minnesota-based neuropathic doctor, it works like this. The coolness constricts the blood vessels in your feet, saving more nutrient-rich blood for your tissues and internal organs. You see, our body needs these nutrients to stimulate circulation and fight most infections. When your feet start to warm up again, the vessels then dilate, which releases the pent-up toxins into the bloodstream and eventually out of the body. Wet socks are a home remedy that helps fight fever, cough, constipation, fatigue, hangovers, digestive problems, and sleep issues. And the best part is, it's au naturel. Hey, you can even mix number 1 and number 2 and dance in the wet socks. Just kidding, or not. And here's a quick bonus. What does it matter how long you live if you're miserable the whole time? So our bonus is maintain a cheerful habit no matter what happens. I love this quote from the famous author H.G. Wells, who said, "While there is a chance of the world getting through its troubles, I hold that a reasonable man has to behave as if he were sure of it. If, at the end, your cheerfulness is not justified, at any rate, you will have been cheerful." Great advice, HG. So, which of these tips are you going to try out? Do you know any other strange health-boosting habits? Let us know in the comments below. If you found this video helpful and informative, then give it a like and share it with your friends. Be on the lookout for more exciting updates by subscribing to our channel and joining us on the bright side of life.
You never know what kind of opportunity could be right around the corner.
Don't mind if I do.
Yo, what's up, guys? Aaron, welcome back to the Fortnite Battle Royale. Today, we will be going through the brand new season available for Windows. If you guys are hyped for some more free skin rewards, some more skin bundles within Fortnite Battle Royale, smash the like on the video down below, and in the comment section down below, please put something you haven't seen but you can have right now in Fortnite, and what console will you play? PS4, Xbox, Android, iPhone, or I'm on the PS4, so I want to see what people are recommending on the platform.
Woohoo!
Down below what you have. Thank you once again for 1.1 million subscribers. If you have not already, press that subscribe button real quick. Join the team and press that notification bell to join the notification squad. Right now in Fortnite, I have 75,500 V-Bucks, and the 100,000 V-Buck challenge still stands. If this video hit 10,000 likes, I'll be buying my next V-Buck bundle. And of course, when we hit 100k V-Bucks, I'll be celebrating by buying a 30,500 V-Buck bundle for one random person. So let's go ahead and cop our next 13,500 V-Bucks, convert purchase, and let's check the top right-hand corner. Wow. Look at that, 89,000 V-Bucks on the dot. One more bundle and we're at 100k V-Bucks, guys. Drop a like, let's get that V-Buck hype going. We are so close. In the item shop today, we have some brand new skins. The Sunflower skin with the Sunsprout backbling, and the Hayseed skin with the Haystacks back. As you can see, the uncommon skin with 1800 V-Bucks, and the backblings are actually sold separately for 200 V-Bucks apiece. And one of the best pickaxes in Fortnite history, the Gold Digger Gold Pickaxe. Listen to the sound. This is the Season 8 sight. 800 V-Bucks, you gotta go ahead and cop that real quick, man. This is gonna be a classic pickaxe. And the 800 V-Buck Hayseed skin, cop that as well successfully. Make sure you use supporter credit code ITANKYT in your Fortnite item shop. Big shout out to every single person using my code right now. You guys are absolute legends. And shout out to my recent giveaway winners on my Twitter. Hook each of them up with codes to get $20 worth of V-Bucks. So hopefully they all enjoy. As we sit at number 30 seconds, tier 100, we're gonna hop into a match of solo Fortnite Battle Royale and talk more about the free skin pack coming soon to Fortnite Battle Royale. Okay, let's hear the sound of this pickaxe in action. Oh my god, this is beautiful. Yeah, this is the new site. I'm so down. I'm calling it now. New site, 2019. Dude on a balloon over there. We have no AR though, so this is looking slow. And dude's fighting over there. Bro, this is too much. And dude's up on the top. Yo, chill. There's way too many people here. Chill, chill, chill. Adios, Chief. Alright, time to chug, jug, and chill. Wow, this was a very hectic start. But then they got a gold bump, though. Wow, he actually finessed me! Okay, so right now in Fortnite Battle Royale, we are waiting on our next free skin pack. Now, with the free skin packs, they tend to lend themselves towards a certain style or a certain colorway, depending on what console or platform those skins are made for. Obviously, with the Eon skin, we had a green and white colorway to the skin itself. And obviously, for an Xbox skin bundle, that makes a lot of sense. For the PS4 skins, it's typically blue and white. So, for PS4 pack number 5, the free skin pack available for all PS Plus users and players, a lot of people have been speculating on what the actual skin is going to be. Now, I found 2 images and 2 stories online about 2 separate skins that could be the next free skin pack in Fortnite Battle Royale. Now, obviously, when you see this skin, it makes a lot of sense. The PS4 colorways are on point, obviously blue and white. We have a blue and white back bling, and we've come to learn that the PS4 skins and the PS4 bundles are typically a skin and a back bling. Sometimes they might have a glider, sometimes they might have a control, sometimes they might have a pickaxe, but typically it's 1 to 2 cosmetic items per bundle. And if you look at the skin, it matches the theme, it matches what the PS4 pack should be, so it's a pretty safe bet that this is going to be either or, number 5 or number 6 for the PS4 pack. I even saw some leaked codes that support the fact that this is going to be some sort of promotional skin or promotional bundle, whether or not it's for the PS4 or not. Get lasered, bro. But as I was about to make the video, I wanted to double check and see if this skin pack, if this skin bundle was 100% real. Now, of course, with the codes leaked in-game and, of course, the images looking to be some sort of PS4 bundle theme, it made a lot of sense. But I wanted to double check, and I found a concept image of what looked to be another PS4 skin bundle. And it looks pretty convincing. Now, you can let me know in the comments if you think this is a real skin bundle. And basically what we're dealing with now is either a new bundle for the PS4 coming out soon, and then the second one coming out later, or both of them dropping at the exact same time. But this celebration pack number 5 with the Sea Strider outfit and the customizable style for a new pet and a new emote showed up dozens of times on Twitter and Reddit. And the backstory of this image being someone that is actually manipulating the time zone on their PS4 to see the pack in the store a little bit early. And with the downtime coming in about 6 hours and this image going viral very recently, it makes a lot of sense because this image was almost done and they saw the pack today. I don't know if this is completely real. I don't know if the other one is completely real. All I know is these two skins have shown themselves many times before. One of them obviously matching the theme for Season 8, the pirate theme, and the other one matching the PS4 Plus colorway from the previous 4 celebration packs. Is one of them real? Is one of them fake? Are both of them real, but they're dropping at different times? If you have an opinion on what's going down with these skins, let me know in the comments down below. Because regardless if the pirate skin is the new celebration pack or the blue robot, they're both really awesome skins, so I'm looking forward to them either way. Wait, he fell. Out of here. That guy was cracked. Peace out, bro. I think one more chest and we do our challenge for the day. What happened over here? Holy. I don't even know where that guy landed. Oh, Banana, you are mine, brother. Too easy. Alright, let's go. That was easy. Very predictable. Okay, I see you. Oh, I'm snapping this guy. Whoa! Chill out, bro. Definitely someone in this little hut over here. And make sure I don't get bopped. Man, I hate 105. What was I thinking, bro? Why'd I drop down? I'm so bloodthirsty. I don't know why. Kills though. I like the skin too. Me on the top of the thing now. Jeez, ow. Yo, I'm insane. I'm stuck. Got so real so fast. Bro, there's still so many people alive. I actually have no clue where the hell people are. Like 56 people. Huge. Dude, there must be so many people hiding in these little like metal container things. Someone's gonna die from my trap down there. There's no way they don't. Wow, what an ending! I killed the dude that dropped down from my building first. Okay, guys, that wraps up today's video. Hopefully you did enjoy. If you have not already, make sure you smash that like.
I didn't know that was a thing where you can get your own skins from games. From Larry Beyond.
A lot of car companies are making SUVs, but only one makes...
What can be better than having a nice and loving pet? Of course, a cat or a dog is an endless source of high spirits and joy. But some people prefer keeping in their houses much more exotic creatures. Now I want you to see top 10 wild animals living with humans. A lot of famous people tend to have different wild animals as pets, but one of the cutest friendships is a friendship between a gorgeous actress, Audrey Hepburn, and a baby fawn, who was her partner in the film Green Mansions. When Audrey was making this film, the animal trainer suggested her to take a baby deer home to learn her follow the actress, and Audrey agreed. She was so nice and calm to the fawn that she took Audrey as her mother. Audrey called the fawn Pippin or Ip and let her live in her house. A cute wild animal would cuddle Audrey, accompany her to the supermarket in Beverly Hills, and even would sleep in her bed. A lot of people were impressed by this unusual bond. Having a cute fawn at home wouldn't seem like a challenge if you look at our next hero. In 1989, Gilberto Shed, a fisherman, tour guide, and naturalist from Suqueres, Limon Province, Costa Rica, found a male crocodile dying from a severe injury after being shot by a farmer. The kind man couldn't bear to let him die, so Gilberto saved him, called him Pacho, and nursed him until the croc recovered in his house. After that, Gilberto took the animal back to the river to let him go, but Pacho didn't want to swim away and followed Gilberto back home. Gilberto had nothing to do but ask the permission from the Minister of the Environment to take care of the beast. So Pacho and Gilberto were together over 20 years. It is an incredible example of trust and love. The friends spent hours each day swimming and playing. Sorry to say, Pacho died of natural causes in the water outside Shedden's home in October 2011. Jessica is the most famous hippo in the world. Now she is 18 years old, and she lives in South Africa, near the house of people who raised her as a child, Tony and Shirley Joubert. During the floods of March 11, 2000, a tiny newborn baby hippo was washed away from her mother and thrown on the side of the Blythe River. She was terribly tired and too weak when Tony and Shirley found her. They were the first thing she saw in her life. Since then, Jessica and Joubert's formed a very close relationship. Now she lives in the wild with other hippos, but she always comes back, especially at dinner time. Sometimes Tony and Shirley found her sleeping on the porch with their dog. Some people want to have a cat at home, while others are eager to have a very big and dangerous cat, or even two. Saber, a 600-pound white Bengal male, and Janda, a 400-pound orange Bengal male, at the back of Janice Haley's house. About 20 years ago, Janice left her office job and decided to work outdoors. She took a tiger training course, and a bit later, she took home her first wild cat. Then Janda and Cyber appeared in Janice's life. The tigers think that Janice is their mother. They cuddle with her, licking her nose, and are always waiting for her to come. Cyber, the junior, can't even get to sleep without suckling on Janice's lap. What can be better for little kids than playing tag all day long? These thoughts flashed in the heads of Tim and Hein Showman. They decided to find the best play buddies for their children, and they brought two cheetah cubs to their daughter and son. They love and Skylar, two fastest animals in the world. They play toys and have a very tender bond. Their parents are also very close to the cats. Whoever taking care of them since the by their mother. The death rate of cheetah cubs is very high, so Tim and Hein decided to make their own contribution and save these two beautiful animals. Polar bears are not pets at all.
These beasts are considered to be the largest land carnivores in the world, and they don't become tame. But Mark Dumas managed to do that somehow. He and his wife, Dawn, are the owners of an 800-pound female polar bear called Aggie. Mark is the only person in the world who can swim with this dangerous animal and stay alive. Aggie is fond of Mark. She respects him and thinks of him as the best playmate. When she first appeared in the Dumas' house, she was 8 weeks old. Aggie doesn't let any other people be close to her. Besides, she is jealous with any woman but Dawn, as she is very possessive. She is always cuddling with Mark and licking him, so they are really close.
Is that your daddy? Are you happy? Oh, happy girl.
Doriana Guastasi and Raphael Petterini found a tiny piglet in the woods almost dying from hunger. They did their best to save the abandoned baby pig, but they didn't expect at all what the boar would turn into. The cutest piglet was named Pasqualina. As she was growing up, she was behaving like a real dog more and more, and now she does the same things. For example, when Raphael relaxes on the sofa, the 2-year-old boar clambers all over him and nuzzles him with her snout. Pasqualina prefers to have dinner with her owners, and her favorite food is a strawberry yogurt. There are many other animals in the house of the Italian couple. Dogs, donkeys, and chickens, but Pasqualina is the most special, of course. Very nice and sociable kangaroo Jimmy, by name, lives in the caravan of the American couple, Diana and Larry Moyers. When they adopted Jimmy, he was about 3 months old. Jimmy is a gift for Diana from the zoo north of Wisconsin after she was diagnosed with cancer. Diana has been working with kangaroos in the zoo for about 8 years until she got ill. The woman is sure that Jimmy is helping her to go through difficult times and cope with the disease. Jimmy lives, eats, and sleeps with his owners. Besides, he wears nappies and human clothes, and he is happy with his human life. The giraffes are African animals, but even they are in great danger. In 1979, Jacques Leslie Melville, a Kenyan citizen of British descent, and his American wife Betty decided to do their best to save a very rare species of this beautiful animal, the Rothschild giraffe. At that time, only 130 of them were left. The Leslie Melville family set them on an 18,000-acre soy ranch and soon founded the Africa Fund for Endangered Wildlife. A bit later, an educational center and a hotel appeared on the territory. So nowadays, 300 giraffes live there. A great amount of people come to the Giraffe Manor, as the hotel is called. Rothschild giraffes are very fond of people, and they don't miss a chance to communicate with guests. The breakfast with endangered Rothschild giraffes is a special order of Giraffe Manor. But nobody makes animals do that. Every morning they just come to see what tasty things they can eat. Be careful, Stunk is in the house. Skunks have a very unpleasant reputation of being stinky creatures, and not so many people have a wish to make them pets. Deborah Cipriani has another point of view, obviously, as she keeps in her house 50 skunks. She loves them so much that several years ago, she opened a rescue center for domestic skunks in North Ridgeville, Ohio. This is the only center like that in America. Skunks are free in her house. They can go anywhere they like. Deborah even lets them sleep in her bed. Every day she has to get up at 4:30 a.m. to clean and feed her stinky friends. She adores her companions and wants to show people that their reputation is not fair. So Deborah is an organizer of an annual skunk festival, where she tells people that skunks are very lovable and devoted animals. Should I get a skunk as a pet? But I think that my cats won't be happy. So this is the end of our loop. Let me know what animals impressed you most. See you next time.
Together with my fans, we're starting something big. Watch us hatch our plan with neighborhood kids. Points of light.
one comment. Someone
I
actually
took him
has.
for a ride and he held a gun to my head and then I had to drive fast and then he told me to drop him off. What we're gonna do is we're gonna head over to the front of the jail and we'll be like, hey dude, you just got out of jail, you need a ride?
Who messaged me? Wanna play Save the World.
A crazy taxi situation where we go around and try to find civilians and put them through a crazy situation in a taxi cab where we go crazy fast down the road and we do ridiculous amounts of things, and I think this is going to be really good. So all we have to do is try to locate some civilians and see if they're ready to go on a ride of their life, and hopefully we don't get any cops to impede, and hopefully they don't go snitching afterwards. That's going to be the major thing, is please don't snitch. You're going to get a really fast ride, you might get killed, but you just can't snitch, or I'm going to have to go and kill you. So let's see. Let's go ahead and see if we can find any civs to give crazy taxi ride. Hey, be careful, though, dude. I'm trying to see.
Okay.
You want to start my pussy? Isn't he lovely? Locker. Oh. Not that. This one. Oh, yeah.